Picture this. You are in a meeting with your team discussing quarterly projections. You say, I just think we should consider AI for this process. Your AI assistant would never phrase it that way. It would say, analysis indicates AI implementation will optimize this process. Same recommendation, completely different authority level. Hi, my name is Sahar Andrade. I am your AI whisperer, and we are diving deep into something fascinating today in our AI Conversations podcast. How AI is teaching us about the neuroscience of authority in executive communication. But before we go into that, I would like to share with you two fascinating news that are happening in the AI world. One in ChatGPT and the other is in Claude, with Claude Anthropic. And the third is a self-promotion, shameless self-promotion about my book coming up on August 8th on Amazon. It's called The Coach's Brain Meets AI. And honestly, not because I wrote it, but you will see it's just different from everything you have ever seen before. And I actually co-wrote it with two artificial intelligence. And the rest you will know if you read the book. Anyhow, the first news that we have for ChatGPT is, guys, it's huge. I can't wait. It's a feature for paid versions. Either you paid $20 for the Plus or you paid $200 for the Pros. There is something that Sam Altman has just announced. It's calling ChatGPT Agent. And it's amazing what it's going to be able to do. And this is before they even release the ChatGPT 5. So ChatGPT Agent can seamlessly transition between thinking and taking action, essentially combining ChatGPT, deep research, and operator into a single tool. If you want to have more information about that, it has been rolled out to people that are paying the $20 a month or the $200 a month. You can go to help in the bottom on the left-hand side, right under your name, and you can put ChatGPT agent and it will give you a lot of information. So what it basically does is that the agent can use it as its own virtual computer. And it shares its chain of thought as it decides what to do next. It can also access a terminal, letting it analyze and run codes, generate files, and connect to your private data sources. Of course, you can interrupt it at any time to add more instruction or clarify something. So it can have a lot of functions. One of it that can be good for you as a coach, as a trainer, or even as an entrepreneur is you can use it to generate a slideshow complete with chart and visuals. It will even evaluate its own slides and fix ones that are not up to par. So imagine doing a pitch deck for investors, a training, a coaching session. It will be awesome. The risks of it, of course, is it could be attacks, but the agent has built-in monitors that can flag when a website looks suspicious. But OpenAI admits that the system is not foolproof and agent should be used with caution. I mean, of course, this is a boilerplate precaution that we should do with everything that we use on AI to be precautious. The other thing on Claude or on, I call him Claude, okay? So I know it's Claude for Anthropic, is that it just announced an integration between a new integration between Claude and Canva. You can actually connect, if you have a paid account on Canva, you can connect it to your Claude directly and work on both of them from Claude. I tried it. Unfortunately, I was not successful to create videos on Canva with comments or prompts, but it created multiple still pictures that I can use as and save it as an MP4 on Canva. But it's still in the works, but you can integrate it by allowing Claude to get into your Canva. Also, a few things that Claude can integrate with. It can integrate with your Google Drive, with your Gmail, and with your Google Calendar, and a few others, I think with Zapier as well. So these are all these things that are coming at us, and I can't wait to share all the news. But coming back to what we were talking about how AI amplifies your authority gaps, the neuroscience of human leadership versus AI communication. So coming back to that, here is what's happening. AI for executive isn't just changing how we work, it's actually exposing how we communicate. And for many leaders, that exposure is revealing some uncomfortable truth about language patterns that undermine their authority. Today, we are exploring the neuroscience behind why humans diminish their expertise while AI states capabilities directly, and how understanding this can transform your executive presence in the AI age. Let's get in. So, ready to rewire your leadership language? Let's explore the neural science behind authority communication. Number one, the authority gap revelation. Let's start with your brain language center, specifically how neuroscience reveals the difference between confident and diminishing communication patterns. When you say just or simply or only, your brain is actually activating what researchers call the self-deprecation neural pathway. It's an evolution in our safety mechanism designed to avoid social conflict by appearing less threatening. Women do that a lot. They self-deprecate so they can take less space in general, not everybody, of course there are exceptions. So they can take less space and they can appear less threatening. But here is where it gets fascinating for AI for executives. Artificial intelligence does not have this evolution baggage. AI coaching tools for executives demonstrate pure, direct communication without social anxiety patterns. So let's talk about the neural contrast here. Your brain processes authority cues within milliseconds. So when you hear, I just analyzed the data, your prefrontal cortex, the one in the front, in the forehead, that has your logic thinking, registers uncertainty. When you hear analysis indicates, it registers expertise. See the difference? I just analyzed the data, or analysis indicate. There is a difference. It's almost the same meaning, but the way the wording hit our brain centers are different. So we need, as leaders, remembering that and practicing that actually. AI has become our communication coach, between other things, modeling what neuroscience calls authority language patterns. Remember, leadership is not a title. Leadership is a journey, is a development. Part of it is your authority and how you communicate it through your body and through your language patterns. It's not only it has never been do as I say. It's about influencing people and modeling the way that you want them to exemplify. Remember, we lead as leaders, we lead by example. So I'm going to give you a real world example, something real, a case study, just changing details for privacy. I was working with a CEO last month who was struggling with AI adoption in her organization. She kept saying things like, I just think we should try this AI tool, and maybe we could just implement this coaching system. And I know that a lot of you, including me, I used to use a lot of just, like even an email. I just wanted you to know. I just wanted to say hello. I just wanted to share. You know what? The word just in our brain, what does it do? It minimizes anything that comes after it. Remember that. I actually had a very interesting discussion with Claude about the word just, but I'll come back to this later. So coming back to the CEO, when she says, I just think we should try this AI tool, or maybe we could just implement this coaching system, what happens? Her team's confidence in her initiative was wavering, not because the strategy was wrong, but because her language was triggering their uncertainty neurons in their brain. So the neuroscience behind human-centered AI communication is as follows. When we interact with AI, something very interesting happens in our brains. We start matching its communication confidence. But most executives don't realize this is happening. Your brain has mirror neurons that automatically mimic communication patterns you are exposed to. The more you work with AI coaching tools for executives, the more your brain begins adopting its direct, authoritative communication style. This is not about becoming robotic. It has nothing to do with that. It's about learning confidence patterns that enhance your human leadership. Let's move on to the executive brain versus AI communication. Let's dive deeper into how executive coaching with AI reveals specific patterns communication-wise that either build or destroy authority. Pattern 1, certainty versus hedging. Human executives often say, I just think this might work. AI response, this approach demonstrates 87% success probability. Your brain processes these different statements in a different way. The first activates doubt pathways. The second activates confidence circuits. Same things, different results, different wording, different centers it hits in the brain. Pattern number 2, capability statements. Human pattern, I'm just trying to help with this decision. AI pattern says, I provide decision support analysis. The neuroscience here is fascinating. Just trying signals effort without expertise. Provide analysis signals capability and value. Pattern 3, problem-solving framing. Human tendency, between quotes, I'm doing quotes in the air, virtual. We just need to figure out this AI integration challenge. Again, the word just. AI approach for that says integration requires strategic framework implementation. Your executive brain needs to learn this reframing. It's not about copying AI, it's about understanding what confident communication does to neural processing. So now let's talk about authority amplification effect. How can we do that? Here is what's really happening. AI adoption in executive roles is exposing communication gaps that were always there. Remember, AI will amplify greatness or mediocrity. But now the contrast is stark. The fundamental truth about AI for executives is this. AI amplifies everything. If you are already a strong communicator, AI will amplify your greatness. If you have communications weaknesses, AI will amplify your mediocrity. This isn't just about AI integration. It's about a leadership reality that many executives haven't faced. Communication skills have been the hidden differentiator in leadership success for decades. AI just makes it impossible to hide anymore. And if you say, okay, I'm doomed. No, you're not. We are in the AI age where you can cooperate and you can co-work with AI to change your habits, to keep doing new habits that will trigger your neuroplasticity in the brain so you can build new neural pathways in your brain and start doing better habits specifically in your communication. So when you are in meetings discussing AI integration strategies, your language patterns either match the confidence of the technology you are implementing, or they create what we call cognitive dissonance. The gap becomes extremely obvious. The communication reality check here. Let's be honest about something. Most leadership development programs have failed to address a fundamental issue. Many leaders simply are not great communicators. I see that every day. And most of, believe it or not most, but a lot of the executives that I coach, it comes back to their communication styles. That's all. Basic. But we don't look at it at that. This was manageable when human-to-human communication had built-in forgiveness factors. Again, virtual quote marks in the air. But AI doesn't have those forgiveness factors. When you communicate uncertainty to your team about AI adoption, and then they interact with confident, direct AI tools, the contrast exposes every communication weakness you have. The neuroscience here is unforgiving. Your brain processes this inconsistency as leadership incongruence. Your team's brains mirror that uncertainty, making AI integration harder than it needs to be. A client of mine, let's call him David, runs a manufacturing company. He was excited about AI leadership development for coaches, but struggled to communicate its value to his board. His original pitch was, I just think we should maybe try some AI coaching tools for our executives. After understanding the neuroscience, his reframe became, strategic implementation of AI coaching tools for executives will enhance leadership effectiveness across our organization. Boom! See the difference? It hits differently. Same content, completely different neural impact on his audience. So this is the real leadership communication crisis we're going through. Here is the very uncomfortable truth. The majority of leadership communication training has focused on soft skills and emotional intelligence while largely ignoring the neuroscience of authority language. AI is forcing a reckoning. You can't hide weak communication patterns anymore when you are standing next to technology that demonstrate clear, confident information delivery every single day. This creates what I call the amplification choice. Will AI amplify your communication greatness, or will it amplify your communication weakness? The executives who understand this choice and choose to evolve their communication patterns will thrive in the AI-enhanced workplace that is here, that is not going away, okay? That is not a fad. Those who ignore it will find their authority steadily eroded by contrast. Your brain has specialized neurons that mirror the communication patterns you observe. When you work with AI daily, these neurons start adopting its communication confidence. But you have to be intentional about this process. Otherwise, you create what I call authority dissonance. Confident AI recommendations delivered through uncertain human language. So how do we do neural rewiring for AI-enhanced authority? Now let's get practical, okay? How do you rewire your communication patterns to match the authority of the AI tools you are implementing? The three neural pathways of authority language are these ways. Pathway 1, elimination language. Remove just, simply, only, maybe, I think, should, could, would, shouldn't, couldn't, wouldn't, but, though. Replace all that with analysis indicates, data demonstrates, strategy requires, implementation involves. Your brain needs practice creating these new neural pathways. It's like learning a new language, the language of executive authority in the AI age. Pathway 2, certainty frameworks. Instead of we should probably consider AI integration, try AI integration strategy includes 3 components. This is not about being rigid, it's about matching the confidence of the technology you are championing. Pathway number 3, value declaration. Stop minimizing your expertise. AI doesn't say, I just provide data. It presents capabilities directly. You should not say, I just have some experience with neuroscience. You provide neuroscience-based leadership insights. The cognitive reframe process here is that your brain can learn new patterns, but it needs repetition, creating new habits. Here is the neural rewiring protocol that I can share with you. Step number 1, awareness. Notice when you use diminishing language, your prefrontal cortex needs to catch these patterns first. That's number 1. Number 2, pause. Create a mental space between thought and speech. This activates your brain editing function. Step number 3, reframe. Ask, how would AI present this information? Then match that confidence level with your AI insight. Real world application. In AI coaching scenarios, this becomes crucial. You are not just implementing technology, you are modeling communication confidence that makes AI adoption successful. If you are uncertain in your language about AI integration, your team's brain will mirror that uncertainty. They will resist the very tools you are trying to implement. How to create an authority-authenticity balance, because everything has to be authentic. We can't fake leadership. Here is the key neuroscience insight. Authority language doesn't mean becoming artificial. It means removing the artificial barriers like just and maybe that your brain uses to diminish your actual expertise. Human-centered AI leadership means combining AI's communication confidence with human wisdom and empathy. Let's bring this full circle. How do you implement this understanding in your daily executive leadership? So let's have a challenge. I will call it the 30-day neural rewiring challenge. Let's talk about that. For the next 30 days, I want you to try this experiment. Week 1, observation. Notice how AI tools in your organization communicate recommendations. Pay attention to their language patterns. Week number 2, elimination. Remove one diminishing word from your vocabulary each day. Start with the word just. Week number 3, integration. Begin using AI-inspired authority language in your communication, not copying AI, but matching its confidence level. Week number 4, mastery. Combine confident communication with human insight. This is where true AI-enhanced leadership emerges. This is your communication evolution. This is not about becoming more like AI, and I keep repeating that so it will stay there. It's about becoming more confidently human. AI coaching tools for executive work best when human leaders communicate with matching authority. Your brain is already adapting to work with artificial intelligence. Now you are consciously directing that adaptation to enhance your leadership presence. The ripple effect: when you communicate with AI-enhanced authority, something fascinating happens in your organization. Your team's confidence in AI adoption increases. Not because the technology is different, but because your communication about it is more compelling. Your neural patterns influence their neural patterns. Confident leadership language about AI integration creates confident team adoption. So what is the future of executive communication? We are living through a communication evolution. The executives who master this AI-enhanced authority language will have a significant advantage. They will be more effective at AI adoption, most importantly, more effective in leading their teams, more convincing in their AI integration strategy, and more successful at leading human-centered AI transformation. Your action plan? Starting tomorrow, not today. Listen to how AI present information in your organization, then ask yourself, am I communicating my human expertise with the same level of authority? Your brain can learn these patterns, your leadership can evolve, your authority can expand. The neuroscience is clear. Confident communication creates confident outcomes. AI is teaching us how to remove the language barriers that diminish expertise. Closing challenge. I dare you. I challenge you to go 1 week without using the word just in professional communication. I dare you. Notice how this simple change affects how others respond to your ideas. Your brain is ready for this upgrade. Your leadership deserves this enhancement. Your organization needs the evolution. Until next time, remember, AI amplifies everything, including your authority gap. But with the right neural rewiring, those gaps become your greatest opportunities for growth. Show me some love. Like, subscribe to AI Cafe Conversation, share it with a leader who needs to hear it, and keep building your AI enhanced authority one conversation at a time. Thank you for being here. This is Sahar, your AI whisperer. My book is dropping on August 8th on Amazon. It calls The Coach's Brain Meets AI. I also have it on pre-sale. The pre-sale comes with 2 full guides for prompts and neuro nuggets. You will receive a digital form of the book, and it's available till July 29. The book that will be on Amazon will have no bonuses, but the bonuses that I share are equal $594. I'm gonna drop the link into the description. You need anything, you have a question, email me at sahar@saharconsulting.com. Sahar@saharconsulting.com. Till next AI conversation, stay well.